cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
Everybody now.
So this horse did some big back.
This is the story of the world's most famous horse. I mean, he ain't got on Mr. Ed.
Think of Muhammad Ali. Instead of Muhammad Ali, replace it with a horse.
Put the microphone up to the jock and the horse moves him out the way. I'm the greatest horse of all time.
The problem is that it would be like if it was about Muhammad Ali, it would be his trainer taking all the credit.
It's the story of Don King.
But this horse is known for winning the Triple Crown back in the 70s, in
Yes.
73. And Diane Lane is the trainer who believed in this horse.
She's the owner.
Her mom's just died in the beginning of this movie, and her dad is
Scott Glenn.
Yeah, he's dying, and he can't run the place anyway. She steps in there like, the place is falling apart. Her family's like, just sell it. Her brother's like, let's sell this fucking place. She's like, no, I'm not gonna sell it. And they're like, bitch, are you out your damn mind?
Things are not going good when you notice that dad is looking at his horses, thinking that it's his deceased wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Constantly trying to make love to those horses.
They owe how much?
$6 million, and they got bills mounting up. And yeah, it comes later. The brother's like, look, this is $6 million. You better sell these goddamn horses. She's like, no, I believe in this horse, and I believe in myself, and I'm gonna do what I want.
Every sensible person who actually had training and education were telling her, look, there's like a 1 in a million chance that you're gonna like not fail completely and lose everything, all the rest of your money.
You do know what you're saying. You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. The Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. 3 races, 3 states, in just 5 weeks. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
8 million.
No,
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
And she did, in fact, not only succeed, of course, as the story goes, but succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Even if you know nothing about horse racing, you've at least heard of Secretariat. You know, it's like the most famous racing horse ever. So you presume that things turn out okay in the end. And the whole movie keeps trying to fuck with you with a little like, this happened. There was a big setback, you know.
So the last
happened.
So wait a minute, the last shot isn't a bottle of glue.
Well, towards the end, this movie did turn into like a Rocky IV.
Even to the point where like 2 horses are like staring each other down at
you
one
serious?
point. No, I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you really expecting one to go like, I will break you, Wilbur.
Other than that, you know, you do kind of see where this film is going, especially when it's coming from, you know, Mickey Mouse and his friends.
It's just very stock. It's very formula. As co-host said, Rocky IV.
Does it work for all ages? Will kids be bored by this, or will they like it too?
I can tell you who really loves this movie. Women. You know, chicks just have a thing with horses. I mean, I don't know if it's because they just love big.
The thing is, it's a tough broad not taking any shit from
Right.
you know, a guys club of men who know run these whole derbies. There's a lot of dialogue. There's very little racing in this movie, to be honest, except towards the end. But the racing parts were really enjoyable for what they were. Plus, you know, all the shit talking beforehand. So after hearing all the shit talking, you know, you actually start rooting for that goddamn horse.
I got to be honest, it's not a good movie, like I said, but I'm still, even with all that, I'm gonna give it a low matinee.
The idea of making it an underdog, I'm like, give me a fucking break. This horse had magical powers, but you're gonna try to make it an underdog by like every race it's got to start the back so they can like come up ahead.
There's even a shot in the movie where it looks like God is behind this horse, because you just see this horse charging in slow motion with this cloud of lightning behind it. I was like, what the, is this going to turn into a car commercial?
But had I been the only one to go see this by myself, I wouldn't have been laughing at all. My face would have been dropped into my lap, and I'd have been pissed off. Right. I just give it a rental.
The problem with the movie is it doesn't really focus on like the trainer's side, which I thought John Malkovich was really, I thought he was really good in this film.
By the way, John Malkovich is looking crazy.
There's a scene when they're all looking at the horse, and John Malkovich is trying to just look like everybody else in amazement, but he just looked crazy, like
somebody puts a saddle on him by mistake and rides him out there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a rental, because it's not catering towards me, and I thought you could have easily trimmed out a good like 30.
Yeah, it could have been 30 minutes shorter.
And easily tightened up.
And it's got one of my favorite new actors in it, Nelson Ellis, who's on True Blood. He's the guy who washes the horse, who takes care of him. It gets so, what's the word? Just kind of a little coonish at times.
Oh yeah,
you know, I'm serious, dude. It's a scene with him all out by himself on the track. Oh Lord, Kentucky, you ain't seen what this horse is gonna show you.
You're about to see something that you ain't never seen before.
But when they have the big ball where everybody gets invited, he has to sleep in the barn with the horse.
And you know that, and that horse probably looks at him like, no Negroes allowed in this stable.